Welcome back here for the start of game number 2 between the Cavemen and the White Elephants. The Cavemen tonight are going to be in their brand new jerseys. They're going to be in blue. They'll be going right to left here in this first period. And to the left, it's going to be the White Elephants in white. They'll be going left to right here in period number 1. We got 20 minutes up on the board, and we are set for opening puck drop between the two sides. It's going to be Tyler Steinley going up against, apologies here, hard to read numbers from up here. Looks to be Jared Melanchuk, as Murray is able to work it forward here as we just got underway between the Cavemen and the White Elephants. Elephants work it down low. Melanchuk tried to get it over for Horn, just out of his reach, as we will not have an icing call here 15 seconds in, as it's going to be picked up from the Cavemen in front of their own net. Chips it forward for Steinley to the blue line. Steinley has room down low. Shot goes wide. Net minder tonight for the White Elephants. It's going to be Charles Hawk sitting with an .888 save percentage, giving up 3.7 goals a game. On the other side, it's going to be Daniel Comfort, who got his first shot on the goal just a handful of seconds ago. As that came from 71, it appeared, or 77 that is, of Hutchins. With Daniel Comfort having an .812 save percentage, giving up 6.3 goals per game. Over for Steinley, trying to get around Church. Steinley end up losing possession of it as it's going to come out for the White Elephants. White Elephants on a 3-on-2 as they hit the blue line. Melanchuk with it, trying to deke around, still with it, fires a shot on. It's blocked out in front as two men hit the deck hard down low. Okay, here comes Arnold. Fires a shot on, scores! Arnold gets his third goal of the season, first goal of the night, breaks the scoreless tie of 0, making it 1-0 in favor of the Cavemen. Very quick goal here from the Cavemen. A lot different of a story than back in game number 1, where it was a 1-0 through 2 periods of play. Church trying to work it forward as it's loose up in a feet of I believe it looks to be 33 of Robert Mulhorn, who has 3 goals on the season so far, has 2 assists as well. As it's going to come loose down the corner, as Morgan nearly had a chance to work it forward. Church keeps it in for now, opening a slot to the far side circle. White Elephant still with it, holding, fires one on, went wide. Here's a chance for Mulhorn down low, right in front of the doorstep, as Hawks not able to keep it in. Hawk to the far side, goes off a body of McCumber, as it's going to be picked up from White Elephant center ice. Heading the blue line, Hutchins end up falling and hitting the ice. No trip there, just fell under his own wheel powers. It's come up top for McCumber. McCumber fires it on. Hawk got a piece of it, as it's going to go back low for Church. Church has a man trailing up top, trying to get it over for Hutchins. That's going to go far enough for an icing here. 17 minutes to go in the first period. Just like back in game number 1, both benches are going to be short on the night. As for the White Elephants, they have 5 subs. On the other side, 4. The Cavemen, they have 4. It's going to be Winton to take the drop. Able to get this one back to the point. Comes down low, trying to find a pass over to Morgan. Gets picked off. As it's going to be a chance now for, I believe it's 12 of Arnold. Apologies there, that was 4. Conley. As that was Conley, that was. Apologies there, as I did not have 4 listed down on my roster. I do now. 16:05 to go in this first period. 1-0 to score in favor of the Cavemen, thanks to the 1 goal, the 3rd goal of the season, that is, from Stephen Arnold. Definitely makes it a lot easier here when I have full rosters of both sides, as Melanchuk's able to win the drop back. Trying to chip it forward, turned over, as it's in the feet of Murray. As it comes out for Melanchuk. Melanchuk to the blue line, has 12 points on the season, 8 goals, 4 assists. Left over for Long. Not able to hold in the blue line. It can be a foot race back the other way as the White Elephants were the first one to it. And that was 21 of Tyler Steinley, has 3 goals on the season. As he worked the neutral zone, Horn not able to hold on to it. As he punched all the way back in deep for Church. Through the neutral zone. That's going to be blown dead offsides. Conley not able to hold it on. With 15:08 to go here in the first period. Neutral zone faceoff comes out for White Elephant. As they'll try and work it down low just out of the feet of one. But able to get the pass was Church. Down low, Melanchuk with it. Try to go forehand, backhand around Steinley. Or Arnold, that is, apologies. As it's over for 27 of Shogun. Cutting back in front of the net. Trying to get a centering feed from Murray as that's going to go down. Went to the ice for an icing. 14:30 to go now in the frame. Trying to get a centering feed in the feet of Wells as it goes up to the far side. Steinley works it down low. Shot scores! Steinley gets goal number 2 from the pass from Arnold. Makes this a 2-0 game. 13:27 to go in the frame. Puck's drop, trying to get forward to White Elephants. It's going to be left for 12 of Arnold. Has a goal and assist already on the night. Down low for Steinley. Trying to get a centering feed. Here's a chance for Murray. Fires it on. Goes off a body out in front, down to the near side corner. Kept in from 2. Has a chance. Fires it on. Goes right out in front of the netminder of Hawk. Puck still out as we speak. That's me cleared down to the ice. Hawk took it. Fall right down in front of Charles Hawk. Hard hit up into the far side corner. Gets up. I believe that was Eric Church. Indeed so. As it's going to be over for Morgan. Morgan's pass intercepted by Hutchins. To the blue line and on 1-on-3. As 2 men chasing in front of the slot. Going to be picked up from Morgan. Or Macumber, that is. Hutchins able to get the turnover. Fires it on. Saved by Comfort. Rebound comes right out in front. And trying to clear it as it's going to be kept in from Hawk for the time being. Loose up in his feet up the far side boards. Trying to get it down low. Backhanded shot from Hutchins. Goes right underneath the pad and holds on to it. Puck just squeaked free. With 11:45 to go in the first. But drew the whistle nonetheless. Once again, 11:40 to go in the frame. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Puck's drop back behind the net goes for the Cavemen. Battling at it, Hard's Church. White Elephants have 2 sweaters down low. Trying to get a centering feed there was Church. Goes on at a Comfort as it's going to come back low into the corner and able to come away with it was Steinley. Arnold, that is. Apologies. Trying to get it up top from a Cumber. Just out of his reach as it's going to be left for 4 of Hawk. Of Conley, that is. Apologies. Tried to get a centering feed over for Winton just out of his reach as here comes the White Elephants. Up top, Hutchins. Try to get a center feed. Puck still loose. Rebound. Save made by Gumford as it goes up to the far side corner. Conley trying to work it out. McCumber at the blue line working with it as it's back for Conley. Up and down length of as it goes. Mulhorn did not get a piece of it. So we'll get an icing call here. 10:20 to go in the frame. 7-6 shots on goal in favor of the Cavemen, as they currently lead on the scoreboard as well, 2-0. Puck's dropped down low, fires a shot on, goes off a body out in front. Possibly have got him up high from 19 of, I believe that's Riccardi. Indeed so. Up to the corner, long with it. Got a centering feed. Here's a chance shot. Save, rebound. Goes right out in front. Horn tried to get a quick shot right off the rebound. Comfort able to hold on to it and keep this one out. Shots on goal tied up at 7 apiece. Puck's dropped. Over for Riccardi. Pass to the far side with a quick shot from 27 of Shogun. As it's going to come down low in the corner. Arnold pressuring. Now with Murray. Winds up, fires was Riccardi. Goes high and wide, left for long. Puck was loose out in front and be picked up from Arnold and rung up the far side boards. Captain Shogun coming in from the left circle. Fires it on. Saved by Comfort. Rebound right out in front. Blew the whistle dead. Comfort got lucky on that one. But once the whistle blew, everything should have stopped. As we sit, as a game still stands 2-0. It's going to be Melanchuk going up against, I believe, Arnold. As it's going to be Melanchuk, wins it back. Shot Shogun, blocked from Wells. It's going to be a foot race back the other way. Riccardi is going to be the first one to it. Down low for Melanchuk. A foot race now. Horn with it. Try to get a centering feed. Here comes Melanchuk. Forehand on the backhand. Fires one on. Comfort has it right out in front. Going to be cleared out. As Wells and Shogun going at it in the far side corner. Nearly left for long. Try to get a centering feed right out in front of Gumford. As it's going to be played down low. Riccardi. Shot gets blocked by Arnold. Steinley, that is. To the neutral zone it goes. Riccardi with it. Backing a pass over. Turned over Steinley. Trying to dump it in deep and will. As Melanchuk's going to pick up the change. Spinning away from Steinley. Melanchuk taking up top. Has Riccardi behind him. Alongside with Horn. Coming in fast. Got a stick up high. And whistle's going to be blown dead. Got high stick to Pierce, but there was no penalty originally assessed. .704 is what we have on the clock, still running. Still unsure of what the puck stoppages was. As we're going to keep on going here. Steinley trying to win this one back. As it's still loose up in the feet of the face-off circle. It goes up top. Over from McCumber and clear down length of the ice. Will that be far enough for icing? It will not, as a netminder comes out of his net to play it. Mulhorn with it. Slowing things down as he'll work it forward for Church. Gotta stick to it, no icing, as it's going to be played by the Cavemen. Up top from McCumber, trying to get it over for Steinley. Hits the blue line. And up top being pressured by Mulhorn. Steinley still with it, spinning around. Trying to get a center feed, comes down low for Arnold. Apologies there. Indeed so, that was Arnold. Hutchins with it. Able to take on one. Hutchins still with it. Being pressured by Steinley. Dances through and out in front of the net, but couldn't get a shot off. Captain Hawk fires one on. Goes high. Down low. Morgan trying to clear it out. Had it loose up in the feet of Mulhorn. As it's going to be played by a Caveman up the far side boards for McCumber. A comeback for Steinley. And on 1-on-3, fires it on. Blocked out in front. I believe we got a piece of Hawk. As here it comes for Hutchins. 2-on-3, fires it on. Comfort got a piece of a glove on it. Rebound, trying to go through the 5-hole. Comfort has it right in between his pads. Keeps this one covered with 5:17 to go in the first. 2-0's your score in favor of the Cavemen. Now the White Elephants currently leading shots 12-8. Down low for Morgan. Church end up losing his stick somehow, some way. As it's going to be over for Hawk. Up to the far side and on sides. Will they be able to hold on to it? They will. Hutchins with it. Played up from a Cumber. Down low. Can be a foot race now the other way as it appears to be over for Styling, but overskated it. Here's Morgan. Trying to work it forward. Going to be turned over as Church is going to come away with it, but just out of his reach for Steinley. Deep in his own defensive corner, trying to work it out. Kept in Mullenhorn, that is. Being pressured by one. Mullenhorn still has it for the time being. Pressuring with Steinley. Sharp angle shot goes off the body of Arnold. Mullenhorn trying to throw an arm in. As here comes Arnold. Trying to get around Hawk. Does. Up to the far side. Out in front. Holds. Shot. Save made by Hawk. As it looks like there's going to be a penalty. And it appears it's going to be a hooking call. Clock's going to stop 3:32. Then instead, so it's going to be a White Elephants call on Hawk. Mine? To white. It hasn't gone through yet. Good. Up to the far side. Here comes Shogun. Short-handed, tripped up, no call. Sinners, shot. Now there's going to be a delayed call. Oh, very late of an arm whistle. Trying to fire one as it's going to be finally played by Murray. We'll see what this call is here as the clock's going to be stopped at the 3:11 mark. Apologies there as it had stopped at the 3:11 mark. Roughing's going to be the call. 3 minutes to go on the Cavemen of number 4 of Conley. And here we go, 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Steinley. Nope, I know. Melanchuk. Gonna drop it back for the White Elephant down low. Once again, we are back 4-on-4, so icing is back into effect. That's gonna be an icing call here. 2:30 to go in the first.
The goon? Vincent Cassie is under the goon. Do your thing, I'm not gonna.
Captain from Willis. Shot goes on net of Hawk. Gonna come down low for the White Elephants. As the in-arena scoreboard shows, it's 43 seconds on the penalty. As we're gonna have a stoppage here with 37 seconds to go on Hawk. As for Conley, he still has 30 seconds on the roughing call, supposedly. I think that's what was called. And we are on a 5-on-4 here for the next 20 seconds. Going to be played down low. Over for Horn. Shot goes off a body out in front. Going to be played by Arnold in the corner. Trying to clear it up and out. With 7 seconds to go on the penalty to Conley. White Elephants have it down the corner, and we are back even 5-on-5. That's going to be cleared down length of the ice. Hawk comes out of his net to play it. Going to work it up the far side half where it's able to get it over for Shogun. Delayed offsides, able to touch up as it's loose puck in the offensive zone here for the White Elephants. Going to take it back behind their own net, being pressured by Derek Wells out in front. Chipped up on the far side, just out of the reach of Long. Going to be played back by Arnold. Down low for Stomley, 1-on-1 from the top of the circle, skating into the slot. Shot save made by Hawk as that's loose down the corner for Murray. Sharp angle shot, trying to get a tip out in front from Stomley. This is going to be played from Long from the back hash marks. With 6 seconds to go in the period, that will just about do it. With 2-1, and there's the whistle. 2-0 is your score in favor of the Cavemen at the end of one. As we have a quick minute here before the start of the second, we have a very special guest here up in the broadcast booth. That is Vince Sedekassi, who led the league in penalty minutes back last season. Is there anything you can say about that?
Not much other than that I don't have one this year. I was pushing some people around tonight, but they deserved it, and I was just trying to secure the victory. I'm getting a bad rap around here. I'm not saying it's all because of your commentary, but it has a little bit to do with it. But I'm just out here trying to play, and it's kind of based on how I used to play. So I'm trying to adjust my game to the adult league after being done 20 years ago. And I'm a really nice guy. Keep going. But I really appreciate you throwing up the goon as my card. Sean Williams, he's a really handsome guy, and I'd like to think I am too, so I'm doing my best here.
Now, over the last game, could be wrong, but I counted 2 penalties that weren't called. There was a high sticking against Eric Church, and I could tell from up here that he wasn't too pleased about that.
He was not. That was actually right down here on the left side, and I was talking to him on the bench, and immediately I told him I'm sorry. I thought I was beaten. He beat me. I lost sight of the puck. I tried to lift his stick, and when I tried to lift his stick, I caught him right in the cage, immediately apologized to him again on the bench, and we were good after that. The other guys, there were no apologies tonight. I was just trying to move them out of the way so I could do what I needed to do. But they're all great guys on the Trash Pandas. They're all awesome. And that, I think McCumber here, the guy out there, just got the puck. I think he's going to kick that charge he's got going against him. It's pretty bogus. I'm pretty sure the judge is going to go ahead and drop that and throw that out. So that should be fine. And then they won't waste any, he won't have to miss any time. He should be fine. So that won't hurt Charlie's team at all. All right, I'm out. If you're in the comments, please tell Logan thank you. He's awesome for doing this for us every game. Really appreciate it, and I think it's hilarious when he talks about me. I am being a good boy this year, and everybody really appreciates you, Logan. Keep doing your thing, buddy.
Thank you. Melanchuk with it back behind the net, has long down low, going to leave it back for him. Sharp angle shot gets blocked out in front from Murray. All the way up out to the point, just out of the reach of one, as it's going to be played down low from Shogun. Arnold with it, cross ice feed, trying to get it up top. Indeed so. Played up from two, trying to get it up forward for Murray, just out of his reach, as it's going to be Shogun towards the right of the netminder of Hawk. Up through the neutral zone, to the blue line on 3-on-2. Trying to deke around his man, does out in front of the net. Shot save made by Comfort. As it's going to play it up to the far side. Riccardi, quick shot, saved by Comfort once again. Two very good saves in a matter of seconds. 16:40 to go here in the second period. Puck's loose up in the neutral zone, just able to keep it in on sides, has Long all by himself down low, but couldn't get it to him, as it's going to be a foot race now between Wells and looks to be of Horn. Shogun, that is. Over for Melanchuk, loose up in his skate, still has it, able to kick it up forward to himself, but forward of Conley able to clear it up to the point. Back down low in the feet of Melanchuk. Up to the far side, tripped up. That was Riccardi. That's going to be a delayed call. As we'll get another penalty this season. That's not Vince Edicassi. When will this change? It's going to go against Riccardi. 15:30 to go. That's going to be a white elephant. Apologies, Riccardi, if that's not how you spell your name. I'm trying to do my best. Let's see, did I spell it right? Yes, I did. Yay. Going to be played up to the far side for the Cavemen. To the Bruin, and on sides there on a power play here for the next minute 45. Shot goes off the crossbar. Conley had a great chance here to break the drought here through the first period in 5 minutes. Down in the corner, Conley still with it, battling at it with Hawk. Takes a tumble in the corner. Cavemen are still on a power play for the next 94 seconds. Centers up top, just out of the reach for Steinley, as it's going to go down length of the ice. Comfort coming out of his net to play it. Up top for Arnold. Going to be a shorthanded chance here just for a second, but Steinley has it up in his skates. Dropping it back. Down low, trying to get it over from McCumber, but wasn't ready for it. Hawk works it forward for Hutchins. Just out of his reach, as here comes Conley. 1-on-2, Conley with it. Holds, still with it. Center shot, scores! Steinley gets his second goal of the night. That's his fifth goal of this season, making it 3-0 on the power play. That's a power play goal to make it 3-0. So we'll have another neutral zone face-off here. 13:40 to go in the second. Steinley up to the far side, try to get it over for Murray, just out of his reach. Conley down low, able to get it forward for McCumber. Back from Murray, McCumber trying to work it over for Steinley. End up whiffing on the pass attempt. It's loose up in the feet of 2. Goes up top, centers. Here's a chance now for the White Elephants. To the blue line. Still with it. Shot goes wide, and back by the net it goes a Gumfrit. Down low for Steinley. Backhanded feed, able to find McCumber. McCumber trying to get around Hawk and does. Here comes McCumber. Man chasing up on the far side. Shot, save, rebound. Steinley not able to get a piece of it. 2 fires a shot on. Goes off the shin pads of a man out in front of us. Here comes Arnold, backhanding it back in deep. Be picked up from Tim Hawk. Over skates it. Steinley to the far side, able to get it to Hale. Down low for Church. Church trying to hold it in. Keeps it in for the time being, but comes out for Steinley. Or Arnold, that is, apologies. Up to the far side. Here's a chance. Able to deke on one, loosen his feet. Glove down. Wells tried to fire a backhanded shot on as that just went wide. That's going to be cleared down the length of the ice. No icing, going to be a foot race now. Able to beat his man Shogun. To the far side corner, trying to drop his centering feed over for Long. Has it loose up in his feet. Long had a chance to get his first goal of the season. Has 1 assist. As it's going to come down low for Arnold. Trying to get it over for Wells. It's going to be a foot race now. This was not going to be an icing. Wells a fast skater as Hawk's going to come out of his net to play it. As it's down loose for Horn. And onside, trying to get around his man. Capped up from McCarty. Long ended up hitting him, so he lost the puck for the time being with 11:30 to go in the second. Played around the far side corner and back behind the net. To the corner it goes for Arnold. Centering feed turned over. Here's Riccardi. Trying to slow things down in the feet of Shogun as it's going to be played back to the neutral zone for Arnold. Or for Shogun, that is. Apologies for Long. Played down low in the corner for the White Elephants. Trying to chip it forward to his man. Going to be turned over from Arnold. Just dropping it back in deep. 3-0's your score in favor of the Cavemen. You see, he played up to the far side and out for Arnold. He'll pick it up in front of his own net. Spinning up to the far side. Turned over. Here's a chance for the White Elephants. Steinley trying to apply the pressure as it's down low. Loose up for Wells, trying to get it back for Steinley. Instead, found its way low for Shogun. Top of the circle, fires one, went wide of Gumfrit. As he played up top for Long. Long fires one on. Stopped short from Arnold. Able to get it up top. Here's a chance, 2-on-1. Wells down low. Wells in all alone, fires one. Save made by Hawk. Keeps it a 3-0 game, 9:40 to go in the second period. What a big game it is here between the two. White Elephants in a tie here for third. And so the Cavemen, they're looking to join the tie for third. Kept in at the time being from the man at the point. That was 77 of Hutchins. That's going to be played in the corner. Loose up in the feet of one, trying to get it back over for Hutchins. Instead, it finds its way over from McCumber to Steinley. Trot back low. McCumber trying to win the foot race and will. Trying to get it back. Nearly turned over from Churches. It's found its way over to McCumber. To the pool line. Here comes a chance. McCumber fires one on. Save, rebound right out in front. Murray nearly with a second rebound opportunity. as it's going to be kept in from Steinley. Down low from Macomber, just out of his reach. Weird hop off the stanchions from Mulhorn as a puck finds its way over to Steinley. Down low, backhanded pass, over from Macomber, shot! Save made by Charles Hawk. Keeps this one out of the back of the net and keeps it a 3-0 game with 7:50 to go in the period. Gonna be a foot race now the other way. Gotta stick to it with Steinley, able to negate the chance there from Hutchins as he was looking to get his 5th point of the season, that being his 3rd goal. Now with a chance down low, it's just past the stick of Macomber. Just able to find its way over to Arnold. Up top for Murray. Murray to the blue line. Here comes Murray, able to tinker on one. Murray still with it, trying to get a centering feed for Steinley. Inside it finds its way out for a White Elephant, and that'll go right to left. Here with 7 minutes to go in the second. Still looking to get goal number 1 of the night against Gumford. Centers, here's a chance for Church, not able to get a shot off, as it's going to come back the other way for Steinley. Steinley to the blue line, looking for his hat trick. End up over skating, it has to go back for it, drops it down low. Nearly had a chance for Macomber. Keeps it in, Steinley, going to ring it around the near side corner. Hawks the first one to it, back behind his own net. Giving a shoulder to his man, Macomber. Up to the far side. Conley just able, or not able to keep it in, that is. Let's get out to the neutral zone. Down low for Macomber. Trying to get a centering feed, able to find Riccardi of the other squad. As here comes a chance. Morgan fires one just wide. Macomber down low, trying to get a centering feed. And the netminder of Hawks there to cover up the change. 6:05 to go in the second. Once again, back at the start of the period, had a special guest on. That was Vince Sedicassi. That was the captain of the Camel City Mafia. Went into an in-depth questionnaire about him and his penalty minutes, as he still sits with 0 on the season. Here comes the chance now for the White Elephants to the blue line, 2-on-3, trying to get her around 4 of Conley. Taking it behind the net, now it's a 1-on-2, as the White Elephants are still with it. Melanchuk has Riccardi to the slot, fires one on. The point that was, as that got blocked up in the slot. Melanchuk with it, trying to drop it forward. Goes off the body of Steinley to the far side. Down low to the blue line. They have all 5 men on sides. The shot went wide. Long with it. Here comes Steinley to the blue line. Fires one on. Shot. Save. Rebound comes down low into the corner. Just able to be kept in. Gonna drop it back down low. Up to the far side. Clearing attempt goes off the shin pad of a referee as it's come down low. Nearly had a chance for Long. Once again, looking for his 3rd goal all the season. Wells with it, trying to chip it forward for Sam Winton. Goes off the body of one from Shogun, trying to take it up top for Andy Hale. Centering feed's going to go down length of the ice. Will that be far enough for an icing? It will not be. Centering feed from Winton goes on net rebound, trying to send it through the 5-hole, gets sent aside from Hawk as it's going to be played down low. Kept in just for the moment as it's going to be rung around the near side corner. Kept in for a second. White Elephants able to come away with it. Able to get it down low for long, but over skates it. Wells able to keep it in. 3:10 to go in the second period. Shogun up to the far side for Riccardi. Riccardi trying to fire a pass forward as that is not going to go far enough for an icing. Up to the far side. Try to get a centering feed over for Wells, since that's going to be picked up from Hale. Long shot gets blocked out in front from Conley as it's going to be played up to the far side corner. Conley with it. Being pressured by Church. Back up top for Murray. Murray down low for Conley. A little bit of pitch and catch here. It's going to be running around the near side boards for Steinley. Centers for Wells. Trying to work it forward. Here's a chance for Wells. Backhand. Down low for Steinley. In all alone. Shot. Rebound. Scores! Steinley gets his third goal of the night. That's a hat trick. Assisted by Derek Wells. That's his third assist of the season. $4-0 is your score in favor of the Cavemen. 3 of those goals thanks to Tyler Steinley. The other one comes from Stephen Arnold. With 93 seconds to go in the second period, here comes Steinley. Can't score once again. Fires a shot on, nonetheless. Draws a puck stoppage with 1:22 to go in the period. Steinley able to win the draw back to Arnold. Arnold fires it on. Pad save by Hawk. Held on to it with 65 seconds to go. Now with a minute to go in the period, we'll have another puck drop. As able on this one back was 42 of Hale. Church able to take run one. Here he comes. Gonna be eighth. Apologies there, as that was Hutchins. Drops it back down low, trying to get it over for Hale. Overskated it, but kept in from Mohorn as that's blocked by a body out in front. Two will take it into the corner with 30 seconds to go. Gonna ring it down low for Arnold. Arnold around one with 25 seconds to go. Arnold to the blue line. Holds. Teeks. Still with it. Shot. Sends it high. Down low in the corner for the Elephants. Trying to get around McCumber with it. Shot gets blocked from a stick out in front. As here comes Hutchins with 10. Trying to just chip it forward. Hutchins with it. Has Church dancing all by himself down low with 3-2. Trying to fire it up top. Off sides, and that will do it here for the second period. We'll take a quick 1-minute break, and we'll be back for the start of period number 3 as it's 5-0 in favor of the Cavemen. coming back here in the start of the third period. 20 minutes up on the board, and away we go. As I thought the score was right, being 4-0. As the iterated scoreboard had 5, they have then since switched it to 4. As 3 goals from Tyler Steinley and 1 from Stephen Arnold. Chipping it forward, able to come away with it is Steinley. Arnold, that is, apologies. Down low. Picked up, and here comes Church to the blue line. Still with it. From our circle, backhanded feet open into the slot. Here comes Melanchuk, fires on, save made by Gumford. Longs the first one to it into the far side corner. Arnold trying to clear it out. Kept in from Long, centering. It's going to be played up from Morgan. Turned over, Melanchuk fires it on, rebound comes right out in front. As Gumford's looking like he's being back to his old self from down in the lower league. Arnold, an all-alone hold shot, scores! That's a second goal of the night, 4th goal of the season, does make it 5-0. As the White Elephants are in a rude awakening here, needing to find their way to stomp back into this one. This is going to be played back for Steinley. Down low for Conley. Over for Steinley. To the blue line. In on sides. Up top. Holds. Drops. Try to get a centering feed as it can be picked up by the Elephants and works back the other way. Melanchuk to the blue line. Holds. Has 8 goals on the season. Make that 9. First goal of the night for the White Elephants goes to Jared Melanchuk, making it 5-1. His 9th goal of the season. As that is a great momentum starter here for the Elephants. Shots on goal are even, so it's still anybody's game as it's going to be low for Shogun. As we've seen so far on the season, once Gumford gives up his first, he tends to let in 2 or 3 right off the bat. They had a chance for Hornets that's going to be played down low. Now, if the White Elephants want to get something going here, they're going to have to find a way to put some pressure on here very quick before Gumford's able to reset himself. Over for Winton. Just overskated it, but able to get possession back for the moment. Winton has it in on sides. Wells to the far side corner. Down low, centering feed going to be picked up and cleared out from an Elephant. Nearly kept in at the point from 2, that is. Going to be dropped back for number 2. Try to work it forward. Mulhorn, near side corner of his own defensive zone. Trying to chip it up away from Wells and can't, down low. Behind that it goes for Tim Hawk with 16:30 to go in the period. Hawk ends up falling down to the ice, slow to get up. Mulhorn up the far side boards, takes a weird hop as it's going to be Shogun working it forward. 2-on-2 to the blue line, fires one on Hutchins, saved by Gumford, and Hutchins was not expecting a big rebound like Gumford gave up, as here's a chance for Murray back the other way. Rebound. After the initial shot went on to Hawk, as it's going to be down low, trying to get it over for Wells. 2 keeps it in. Trying to drop it down low for Murray. Just escapes his stick. As it's played up to the far side. Back down low for Shogun. With 15:45 to go here in the third period. Try to get a centering feed over for Hale. Going to be a foot race now the other way. Will not matter as it went down for an icing. Puck's dropped. And here comes Church trying to work it out. Nearly overskated it from McCumber. As here comes Church once again with some speed as he hits the blue line. Church backhanded feed over, trying to get it down low for Horn, but kept in. Here comes Melanchuk. The only goal scorer so far on the night for the White Elephants. Rebound shot. Goes off of Horn. Rebound. Goes right in front. Fires one in. Riccardi. Morgan trying to work it out as here comes a man down low. Arnold with a long shot. Saved by Hawk. As Church has it down low as he takes it back by the net. Spinning around. Church still with it. Trying to drop it in deep. Or drop it out deep, if you will. Down low. Had a chance for Morgan. Just out of his reach as it's going to come down low. Long. And Melanchuk. Trying to drop it back low for Melanchuk. He has it. Backhand. Still with it. Loose up in his feet. Melanchuk. Trying to get a centering feed over for Church. Now still take it in from the circles. Spinning around. Going to backhand it down to the near side corner. As Conway's batting it with Horn. Here's a chance for Church. Now for Long, but couldn't hold on to it. As it's over for Riccardi. Backhanded down low. Has a chance sent wide from Horn. Conley winds up and fires this one down. Length of the ice for an icing. 13:40 to go in the third period. Gonna be cleared down, linked to the ice. No icing here. Netminder coming out of his net to play it. As here comes a chance for Melanchuk. Still with it. Shot! Saved by Comfort. Got a piece of it with his glove. Down in the corner. Centering. Gonna be cleared right back out from Arnold. To the point. Winds up. Fires. Try to get a shot off was Riccardi. As here comes Arnold looking for his hat trick. Trying to get around Church. Fires one. Save. Rebound. Nobody home on the back door as Church got tripped up from, I think, his own goalie. Prompt to the far side, drops it back for Long. Winds up, fires, sent wide. Gonna come down low, trying to chip it out for Morgan. Got a centering feed now for Arnold to the blue line. Arnold looking for his hat trick shot, saved by Hawk. This is going to be taken back behind the back of the net. Try sending something now. Down low. I think it's Facebook. Okay. He's going to immediately change that. Silently behind the back of the net. We're all admin. We can all change everybody's. Icing call here. 11:05 to go in the third period. Shots on goal. 30-29 in favor of the Cavemen. As the faceoff's going to come back here into the attacking zone for the White Elephants. Down low in the corner. Shogun. Is that right? Yeah, Shogun. Up to the far side. Shot! Comfort thought it went through his 5-hole. Right in between the bread baskets. It did not. Shogun dropping it in deep. Couldn't keep it in. The point was Mulhorn. As a netminder of Hawk going to come out of his net to play it, dropping it down low. Here's a chance. Shot. Save. Rebound. Forehand. Backhand. Just sent it wide was Sam Winton. Had a chance there from Winton. to get his first goal of the season and whiffed. Down low, trying to get it back from Mulhorn as Clint Conley, that is, battling at it now with Murray. Murray up to the far side, trying to get it over for Wells. Delayed off sides, can't touch up, and a whistle will be drawn. 9:40 to go in the third period. Puck's dropped down low. Skating up forwards, Church. Church has 1 assist on the season, I do believe, and indeed so. Can't do anything here as here comes Arnold. Diving attempt from Melanchuk to prevent the scoring opportunity. He does for the time being. Arnold down at the goal line, taking it back. Sharp angle shot goes high and wide as it's going to be chased down to the near side corner. White Elephants, the first one to it. Able to clear it out to the neutral zone. Going to be picked up from Arnold. Down low for Melanchuk. Sorry there. Melanchuk to the blue line. Skating in, fires one, blocked out in front. Comfort gonna pick up the bouncing puck. 8:29 to go in the third. coming back in here after the timeout. Apologies here, as we have not stopped the clock. There's 3:47 left. Waiting for Comfort to be ready. Puck's dropped, trying to grip forward on the Elephants. Day 2. Here's a chance. Melanchuk end up losing the stick away. Losing the puck away, that is, as it's loose down the corner. 2-goal game here once again. Mulhorn not able to keep it in. Loose out to the neutral zone. Puck will stop. Apologies, clock will stop on puck stoppages here with 3 minutes or less to go in the game. Wells behind back of the net. Takes it to the far side corner. Wells still with it spinning around. Has Morgan waiting down deep on the doorstep. Comes out. Melanchuk with it. Has a long to the right. Melanchuk still with it. Trying to take it in deep. Able to get around one. Right out in front. Shot saved by Comfort. Rebound. That's just going to go on net of Comfort. Will not cover this one up, as it's going to be sent down of the ice. Thought about coming out of his net to play. It was Hawk. Morgan able to get a shot on. We'll stop the clock here. 2:41 to go. Nearly a misplay there from Hawk led to an empty net opportunity from Morgan. Luckily able to keep this one out, keeping it a 2-goal game. Quick shot off the draw, goes wide from Arnold. Still looking for his hat trick goal here. As for Tyler Stomley, he does have his hat trick. 3 for Stomley, 2 from Arnold, and 1 from Conley. Are your goals from the Cavemen so far on the night? Down low, Hutchins trying to clear it out. Will not be surprised to see an empty net here opportunity in just a matter of seconds. If they're able to get some added zone time here. Down the corner, Conley trying to clear it up top. Now under 2 to go. Captain Riccardi. To the point, Hutchins. Over for Arnold. Saucer pass, able to get it down low for Morgan. Or attempting to find Morgan, that is. Church trying to deke around 2. Can't. As it's going to be played in from Steinley. Down to the corner, Riccardi with 95 seconds to go in the third period. Over for Arnold. Drops it back. Still in the net is Hawk. Riccardi up to the far side with 1:20 now to go. Steinley down to the corner, battling with Riccardi. Puck's free, comes down low. Arnold digging around. 1:04 to go, closing in on 60. Drops it down low for Conley. Holds, fires it on tip, just got sent wide from Wells. Shot's going to be covered up from Hawk. From way downtown, from back behind the crease. Clock should have stopped a long time ago. Those are down to 43 seconds. And they are indeed going to add time back. "58 seconds is what they have on the clock. Puck stopped, away we go, trying to work it down, kept in. Murray, ring it around low. 50 seconds to go. McCumber trying to keep it in. Drops it back for Steinley, dropping it in deep. That's going to go on net and covered up. Never mind, they're going to play it. 42 seconds to go. Hutchins up top for Long. To the blue line with 34. Holds, trying to drop it back down low for Hutchins. Loose puck. Netminder thought about coming out. That's going to be dropped forward by Hawk, who played it right up at the blue line. Up top, McCumber down low. And on sides with 15 seconds to go. Cleared out for Hawk. Cleared it up and out to the neutral zone with 10. And that looks like it's going to do it. Same ending as game number 1. Just keeping it out of no man's land, and that will do it. Final score here in this one, 6 in favor of the Cavemen, 4 for the White Elephants. We'll be back in action on Sunday night. Once again, final score here tonight, 6-4 in favor of the Cavemen over the White Elephants.